Welcome back to another walk around and test drive video at Coyote Classics. I'm Dalton, that's my father Chad, and today we're checking out a car that we don't get the chance to buy and sell very often just because they're hard to find. This is an American Motor Company AMX 1969 year. It's got a hell of a sound.
I got a good one, D. If AMC made every AMX sound like this one, they'd have freaking killed Ford, they'd have beat everybody,
They wouldn't have went out of business.
We'd still sell them today.
Yeah.
This one sounds awesome.
Sounds fantastic. Under the hood, you got a 390 cubic inch. They added the FiTech fuel injection system on it, Wilwood brakes, headers, and the best thing about this car, and that's what you said when you looked at it too, is the way it drives. I mean, just mechanically dialed in, a lot of nice upgrades with the Wilwoods, the FiTech fuel injection.
Four-wheel disc brakes on this one.
Yeah.
Power steering, power brakes, aluminum radiator, serpentine belt system, dual electric fan. So long story short, this guy bought this car about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Bought it online, spent a good deal of money for it, but got it home and it was a real mechanic mess, right? So he rebuilt the motor, took it to a local shop, Mason City, Grumman-Beck, do a great job, great reputation, completely did the motor. And when they did it, like I said, they just didn't stop there. They did the serpentine belt system, they did the Wilwoods, the rear end was rebuilt, transmission was completely built. So they just went above and beyond on the mechanical. Did the FiTech, I mean, a
lot of great.
Yeah, he had a 1970 AMX in high school, so that's why he wanted one again. So that's why he went above and beyond on the mechanics, so we could enjoy it.
Yeah, they're a really neat car. We usually don't go too in-depth on all the history stuff. We like to just show you the car and have some fun with it, but these are pretty neat. They only made them for 3 years, 68, 69, and 70, and their intention was to compete with the Corvette. The AMX and the Corvette were the only two American-made cars with just 2 seats. Yeah. So this one, they sent this out to try to compete with Chevy and its Corvette, and it didn't work out too great for them, but they're still a really neat car, and rare being they only made them for 3 years.
Dude, Dalton, I mean, you see these things, you have a lot of just AMX lovers that will only buy a Javelin or AMX, man. They got their own little club.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It is cool.
This one, we buffed the paint out, so it's got a real nice, metallic shine, but it's got a lot of paint flaws in it. Like I said, the paint is the weak point on the car. I think the interior and drivability is awesome. All right, so as we go through, you're gonna see some paint chips along the edges. If you want to repaint the car, then you'd have a super, super nice car. But for a driver, for a cruise night car, something going down the road, having fun, I like this one.
The cool thing though is this thing would be cheaper to paint than that big ass Starliner, because there's not a whole lot of, not a whole lot of mass to this thing.
There isn't. And there's not a lot to tape off or chrome either. So, but anyway, I don't need that right now. It's a cruise night car, and the price it's going to be something that you can jump in, not have to spend a bunch of money mechanically, because that $20,000 has been spent.
Yeah.
Maybe more, maybe 25 grand, I don't know.
Like you already hit with the paint, it's got a really good look and shine. Standing here at 3-4 feet away, it looks awesome. It's just when you get up real close, you can see some chips, but.
Yeah, that's it. Bottom of the front fenders and the door and the lower quarter here are awesome. Very, very solid. I don't see a blister anywhere in that. And this paint is 20 years old, right? But the back of the hood lines up good, both sides. Windshield looks good. Again, not metallic in the sun. And it's just a nice day to picture and video this one, because that dark blue metallic's gorgeous.
It's like a bass boat.
Like a bass boat. Here is your back shelf and carpet, which we'll get to in a little bit. The 2-seater, but the carpet's faded out. It's original. Nice sounding dual exhaust, back bumper's original, still has good shine to it. As we look up and down the sides, pretty solid. It's got, pretty straight. It's got a couple little waves to it. I mean, it's a dark color. It's kind of like black. And there is some bubbles, some little rust bubbles on the lower rear quarter back here. As we open the trunk.
Good carpet.
Bottom of the trunk lid, jams. Jams aren't as painted as nice. They're a little dull compared to the rest of the car. Painted inside the trunk blue. It's got a spare and jack and stuff in there. Again, driver quality. Open up the doors. The seats have been recovered. So we had the right seat covers and had those covered. These seats, do you know they lay all the way back down?
You're shitting me.
No. Here you go. Try it.
Corvette don't do that.
No, they don't. You know, you'll see. Just wait. Try it now. What are we doing now? No.
You got to ratchet a little
You
bit.
know, it goes all the way. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Now try to get back up. No, it lays all the way back.
Maybe you guys got to be in there first.
Now you got to push it ahead. Push the seat ahead.
I'm still trying to go back.
No, the handle.
Oh, you pushed it ahead to go back.
Yeah.
To release it, and then you.
Yeah, it ratchets.
Yeah.
See, so to lock it, you got to push it ahead. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, it's kind of crazy, but the back console light works. Carpet, the sunlight makes it look a little more brown than it is. This is what it looks like, guys. It's just the sunlight makes it look kind of brownish. Black carpet, and the carpet's in nice shape. Could be redyed. It's got the FiTech. I don't know if me and Dalton mentioned that under the hood's fuel injection as well. Pioneer CD player. It's got the correct vacuum gauges. The console, 3-speed automatic shift command console is in really good shape. And how about those door panels? The wood grain on the dash is gorgeous. Dash pad is excellent. Steering wheel's nice. No one just...
That's what's impressive with this, because the Javelins and stuff we've had in the past or that I've seen, a lot of times the interior's
just gross,
ratted out. Because it's hard to replace. But
I think they're kind of cheaply made.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a cheaper car.
I think they were marketing towards the high schoolers with that lay down back seat. And
I think they were. They just needed a little louder exhaust. They had to have the best of both worlds with the lay down belt.
You can't make love in a Corvette, but you can in an AMX.
Damn right, make love in a Corvette. I like that, D. You should have been the marketing
I should. They'd
agent back then.
probably still be around. They'd have loud exhaust and a good slogan.
Damn right. A couple tiny little bubbles in the back here. Not nearly as bad or nothing like that as the driver's side. And again, the paint's 10 to 20 years old, so what's there is there. Over the wheel wells, seem good and solid right around here. No bubbles or blisters. In front, we got a bubble in the bottom of the door. Quarter skin here is good. Lower fender's good. Doors fit good, don't they?
Yeah.
Again, the wood grain on the door panel is nice. Driver's side seats are excellent. They've been recovered. How about a factory tack, D? That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Factory tack, factory vacuum gauge, oil pressure. So I mean, this AMX was kind of loaded. A 390 with all the gauges. It's nice.
Again, most time you see them, they don't even have the right gauges in them anymore.
And look at the dash, and just in here. I mean, I don't know if he had all this redone or what, but.
And how this isn't all cracked up, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either. It's great shape. As far as the heater fan, all the stuff moves. That's your electric fan. I can't quite hear the other fan over top of it. There's your electric fan switch right here. See it?
Yep.
And the one in front of it's an electric fuel pump, and it's not even loud. You don't have to run that, but if you're getting on it and stuff, that extra fuel with that fuel injection, that fuel pump's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put them both up. Electric fan's on as well, but if you don't want to hear that crap, you don't have to.
Heater fan works?
Yep, it does. We just have to shut the electric fan off and we hear it. Heater fan works good. What else we got? Horn works. Wipers.
Nice.
I said the console light works. As far as the dome lights underneath the dash works. Yeah. Cool, huh? Radio. That's why I bought this one. I really didn't need any cars at this time. We were kind of filled up at the moment, but this one, everything worked. I could just push it right through the shop.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do a bunch of stuff to it. So radio works too. It's a new Pioneer. I'm gonna turn my fan back on. When it's running, you can't even hear it. Tack works. Temp gauge works. That's just starting to come up from cold. Gas gauge works. It's got 108,172 miles on it. Transmission, like I said, rebuilt. Motor rebuilt.
I'm excited about this little thing.
It's a pretty cool car. And again, it's got the FiTech in it. So they're nice if you don't want to dick with a carburetor, but I've never been a huge fan of being able to dial them in, right? You know what I mean? To where they're just as good as they should be, but there's a lot of people in places that are a lot better than we are.
Yeah, with the fuel injection stuff.
We're good with carburetors, but when it comes to the fuel injection, shift's awesome. Here's the brakes too. Those Wilwoods are fantastic. Dalton, there's a little tiny little rock chip right here, just a very small one in the windshield. I'll point that out. Just notice that. Go through the gears once.
Yeah, that sound is sweet. Suspension feels good, handles great.
It's got a nice little cackle too, you know. But yeah, like I said, it just drives itself. It really does. Same thing with those Wilwoods. I mean, they're power discs. They stop great. Turn signal indicator, it works in the dash. That's just what I'm saying. If a guy wants to go through this EFI and just mix with the, mess around with the fuel and mixture and stuff like that, you're going to get it to run even that much better. Yeah. But we haven't done that.
No.
I figured, hey, you know what, ran and drove good.
Well, then it's going to, yeah, depending on where it sells to, you usually have to adjust them too.
There, you just put it in drive and just roll. 70 mile an hour, 3,000 RPM.
Good car.
It really is.
Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. I'll put a link down in the comment section on YouTube. Take you right to the site where you can see all the photos. And remember, you can't make love in a Corvette, but you sure can in an AMX. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.